In a year brimming with cinematic romance, Luca Guadagnino's latest offering, Queer, promises to bring us something exceptional, raw, and immersive. If you thought Call Me By Your Name and Bones and all took you on a sensual journey, get ready. Queer, based on William S. Burroughs' semi-autobiographical novel, gives us Daniel Craig as we've never seen him before, a lonely American expat named William Lee, looking for connection in 1950s Mexico City. And let's just say, with Drew Starkey as the young, enigmatic Eugene Allerton, sparks are definitely flying. Before we dive into the trailer, let's talk about Luca Guadagnino. No one quite captures the raw ache of love and lust like Guadagnino. With Call Me By Your Name, he gave us a tender coming-of-age romance set against the warm Italian landscape. Bones and all introduced us to an unexpected kind of connection, one that was dangerous and primal. Now with Queer, he brings us to the sultry, neon-lit streets of Mexico City, blending longing, loneliness, and intensity. Guadagnino has a way of peeling back the layers of human emotion, revealing the intensity underneath. His stories aren't just about love, they're about the tension, the thrill, and the vulnerability that comes with it. And with Queer, he's diving into the complex landscape of an older man's longing, a forbidden attraction, and the tantalizing yet risky pursuit of intimacy. So, what's Queer all about? Adapted from Burroughs' book, the film centers on William Lee, an isolated American who's left everything behind to live in Mexico City. He's disconnected, spending his days alone, until he meets Eugene Allerton. Eugene is young, intriguing, and completely different from William, an ex-soldier with his own secrets, who's just as much a stranger in Mexico City as William. In the official synopsis, we get a glimpse of William's internal world. He spends most of his time in isolation until Eugene appears, almost like a lifeline. But this isn't just a romance, it's an exploration of need, desire, and the risky allure of connection, especially when you've been starved of it for so long. Now, let's dive into the trailer. Right from the beginning, we hear the haunting sounds of Sinéad O'Connor's cover of Nirvana's All Apologies, setting a bittersweet tone that perfectly captures William's loneliness and longing. And as Daniel Craig's character meets Eugene, you can feel that tension building. Daniel Craig, who we all know as the suave James Bond, sheds his charm here for something more vulnerable, almost raw. He's not the confident agent, he's an older man, scarred by life and searching for something he can't quite name. When he meets Eugene, there's an immediate spark, a magnetic pull that Craig conveys with just a look. Guadagnino's aesthetic is a character of its own in this movie. Mexico City in Queer isn't just a backdrop, it's an experience. Neon lights, shadows, and foggy streets all add a dreamlike, almost hallucinogenic feel, as if we're wandering the city alongside William, just as intoxicated by it as he is. The visual language is lush and hypnotic. There's a sense of unease, as if the city itself is watching. It mirrors William's feelings, enhancing the simmering tension between him and Eugene. Guadagnino has always had a gift for atmosphere, and here he's painting Mexico City as a place that's both inviting and dangerous, a world you could lose yourself in. Music has always been a powerful storytelling tool in Guadagnino's films. And in Queer, the use of Sinéad O'Connor's cover of All Apologies isn't just a soundtrack, it's a mood. The lyrics and O'Connor's haunting voice amplify William's sense of regret and longing, capturing his emotional journey perfectly. In fact, this choice of music gives the trailer a haunting quality that suggests William's attraction to Eugene isn't just a passing infatuation. It's something deeper, something William almost wishes he could ignore but can't. The song hints at the inevitability of his feelings, adding layers of emotion to every scene. One of the most exciting things about Queer is seeing Daniel Craig in this role. Known for playing Bond, Craig is stepping into uncharted territory with William Lee. In Queer, he's not the tough, unbreakable hero, he's vulnerable, complex, and flawed. It's refreshing to see Craig push himself like this, diving into a role that demands a different kind of intensity. He's playing a man whose longing isn't just romantic, it's existential. And Craig's performance promises to give us a character who's raw and real, someone we might feel sorry for, or maybe even frustrated by, but ultimately understand. Playing opposite Craig is Drew Starkey as Eugene Allerton, the young ex-soldier who becomes the object of William's affection. Starkey brings a sense of mystery and quiet intensity to Eugene, making him both magnetic and unknowable. Eugene is an intriguing character. He's drawn to William but remains somewhat elusive, keeping us, and William, guessing about his true feelings and intentions. This isn't your typical romance where everything's neatly laid out. There's an edge to Eugene, a sense that he could slip away at any moment, adding to the story's tension. Alongside Craig and Starkey, we have a stellar supporting cast. Lesley Manville plays Dr. Cotter, an eccentric jungle-dwelling character who seems to understand William's inner turmoil more than anyone else. This line from Manville's Dr. Cotter gives us a hint of what William might be facing, a journey he can't easily back out of, no matter how conflicted he feels. With Jason Schwartzman and Omar Apollo rounding out the cast, we're in for some captivating character interactions. So, why did Guadagnino choose to adapt William S. Burroughs' Queer? Burroughs' novel is semi-autobiographical, capturing his own loneliness and unrequited love during his time in Mexico. Guadagnino's approach isn't to just tell a love story, but to explore the pain and complexity of desire, especially when it goes unfulfilled. It's clear Guadagnino respects Burroughs' vision, but he also brings his own artistic lens, creating a story that feels modern yet timeless, capturing the universal ache of wanting someone you can't quite have. In Queer, Guadagnino has crafted a film that's as much about self-discovery as it is about love. With a haunting soundtrack, complex characters, and a magnetic performance by Daniel Craig, Queer is shaping up to be a poignant exploration of connection, loss, and everything in between.